This is Andy Purewal for Boxing Social in association with Betfred, and I'm joined by the British middleweight champion Denzel Bentley over Zoom. Denzel, how are you?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. It's good to catch up, and of course, you finally got a date to work towards now. We had it announced
Yeah.
April 24th. Denzel, how much of a relief, first and foremost, is it to have a date set?
No, it's good, man. It's good. I've had there's always been that potential date there, but there's a lot of back and forth whether the fight will get made and whether the other side will take it and all this stuff. So that was the only frustrating bit. But on my side, I saw it as I was fighting on April anyway. But it's just a relief that the fight's been made, it's all done, it's announced, and everyone's happy.
So let's touch on that, Denzel. For how long, or up until what point, rather, was you still wondering whether Felix was going to face you or if he was going to go down that European route?
Not too long, actually. I think he'd done an interview with you guys, and I saw the little clip of it, and he was saying he's going to smash me up and all of that. So I thought, okay, you can't say that and not fight. So I was like, okay, he's definitely, leaning more towards fighting me. But, I thought maybe his team would sway him to go another way and, just keep him on the matchroom shows and all that kind of stuff. But after he said that, I was kind of confident that that he'd take it. Yeah.
So just going back to it all, kind of having it announced today, just again, was it a sense of relief having something out there, knowing that everybody knows now, or was it in your own mind you knew regardless that the fight would go ahead?
No, I knew regardless it was going ahead, but it's just nice to have an announcement and see the hype around it and everyone that's commenting saying how much of a good fight it is. Like, it's always good to know that that boxing fans respect both fighters that are going into the fight, not just one or the other. Do you know what I mean? Most of the time, we just get boxing fans that respect one fighter, and it's like, oh, good step up for him, and hope he does it. But in this case, the fans, they respect both of our work rate, and they're all excited for it. So it's good.
When you first went into the first Mark Efron bout, people saw that as a 50-50. Many people thought you won it. Obviously, he went to the cards and it was a draw. And then we saw you stop him in the second bout. Going into this one, once again, people see it as an evenly matched bout, a 50-50 fight. What do you make of it all?
Yeah, I think it's 50-50 fight. It's a good fight. Like, depending on what judging on what we both achieved and, what we've both done in the sport currently, it's a 50-50, isn't it? Like, we're both, number one and number two domestically. So it's only right to fight each other. So, it'll be a good fight. It's just a fight, isn't it? So it'll be good.
Talking about Felix as well, how much have you studied him and what do you expect from him by the time that April comes round?
He's a good fighter. In his last few fights, two different type of fights, but he showed two different kind of performances as well. I think with the Cullen fight, he kind of just went in there trying to stop him, and in the Jason Wilborn fight, he went in there and tried to box a bit more. So, I'm aware that he can, he can box a little bit, and he likes to use his strength at times as well. He likes to, come in and try and, take the center and use his authority and bully you with his weight and stuff. So, I'm expecting, a tough, fit Felix. I'm expecting a fighter that's ready to come. I feel like he's gonna come and bring his best performance because, as he said, he wants to go in history as winning the British title and all these things. So I'm expecting a good fight. I'm not taking that for like, thinking, I'm the champion, so things are going in my favor. I'm trying to find the challenger, backs against all and everyone's against me, and I got to prove everyone wrong again. That's how I'm training for it, whether that's the situation or not.
Denzel, I saw some quotes earlier from Felix saying that he's going to go in there, he's going to look to get that stoppage win, he wants to take it out of the judge's hands effectively. Going off that, is that the type of approach you would expect him to take? Being the away fighter, would you expect him to come into it looking to make sure he didn't have to go to the judges' scorecards?
Yeah, that's what I'm expecting from him. I think he's going to feel like, he's on an away show, so he's got to go in there and take it off me, snatch it off me. But I'm not going to allow that to happen anyway. I'm not worried about what he wants to do or what he's going to do. I'm just worried about what I'm going to do and how I'm going to get my work off. So I'm not sitting there feeling like, oh, he's going to come in and do this. Listen, that's all talk. Anyone can say that. I just got to focus on what I'm doing and make sure I do it right. And it'll be a good night for me.
Denzel, talk to me about what you will do. Obviously against Mark Efron again. In the first bout we saw you box more. Second bout you was a lot more aggressive. What approach do you feel you need to take to kind of deal with Felix's skill set?
I just feel like I need to be smart. I think I need to be smart. Don't do silly. Don't make silly mistakes. Don't. I just gotta make sure I don't put foot wrong. But other than that, it's just how I feel on the night, how I approach it. I think anywhere I approach it, as long as I do it right, I could win. If I approach it coming forward, trying to stop him, I think I can do that. I think if I approach it trying to box him, I think I can do that too. It's just I've got to wrap my head around getting it all right on the night. Just it's the same with Mark, it's the same with Felix Cash, and it'll be the same from every fight here on forward. So it's just one of those fights where I just got to keep doing me, do what I do best. I know I've been training to that level where I'm putting in the right work, so I won't be worrying about anything other than my performance. I won't be worrying about fitness. I won't be worrying about I'm aching here, and it's just about to a T.
Denzel, obviously, I know you won't want to look past Felix, but with this fight, provided you come away successfully with a victory, you've got the British and Commonwealth titles, you then look at it, you've conquered Britain. Have you thought about what could be in store for you with a victory?
Of course, things always run through your mind as someone that's trying to achieve big things in this sport or in life in general. So, it's as much as I need to stay, focused on this fight, I have thought about what could come off this fight, which makes it more exciting. That's what makes me even train even harder. Like, a win here can push me onto bigger things, but I got to make sure I win here. That's the main thing. So, yeah, I've looked at other things. The Europeans always an option, and all them things there. But like you said, I've got to focus on the fight at hand, and it's a good fight. So I've got to make sure I'm ready.
Denzel, just two things away from your fight. I just want to quickly touch on, obviously, a former campmates of yours, Daniel Dubois, has teamed up with Mark Tibbs. Just your thought
Yeah.
on Daniel's decision to do that?
Yeah, no, man. Good luck to him, innit? He's obviously made that decision based on how he felt at the time. I don't know how he felt on the night. I don't know, if he felt like he was done wrong, or I don't know. There hasn't been much discussion on it. He just feels like he might need something new. Maybe that will spark that flame in him again to start training hard again. I think coming back to the gym, with that loss, it might have made him hold his head down for a bit longer than it would have, or needed to. So he might have just been like, oh, I let everyone down, and he didn't really want to face the music. It's just my opinion there. Nothing's factual, but probably just didn't want to face the music and just felt like, you know what, if I go to a new gym, it might spark me up and, I feel fresh again. I'll be ready to go straight away. So I guess that's the situation. And I know that if, coming off loss, you got to change certain things and you got to, change your mindset, and your trainer might be a bit more on you to not make the same mistakes. And it's probably a lot to handle. So you just thought, you know what, let me just start fresh or start new and hope I get that spark of life again.
And up at the world scene, Liam Williams finally has his crack at Demetrius Andrade the week before you fight. Just your thoughts on it. How do you think Liam fares?
Yeah, no, good fight from Liam. I think he can do it. I still, if you're asking me who wins, I still think Andrade wins. I'm not going to lie to you, but listen, if Williams does it, might be happy for him. He brings the world title back to the UK, and it makes for great fights for everyone in the division that's ready to step up to that level and challenge him for it. But if he does it, though, it'll be good for him. And it is a close fight. I think he can do it, especially if Andrade is looking at him like another Luke Keeler and thinking, another British guy, I'm going to run him over kind of thing, and takes his eye off the ball. Like Williams can catch him slipping and be able to hurt him and probably get him out of there and win the fight.
And then just the final thing, Canelo Saunders in May. Is Billy Joe the man, Denzel, who can overcome the pound-for-pound star?
Yeah, listen, Billy Joe's a great fighter, man. I've said it a million times. That guy should be on the pound-for-pound list, but he's just not as dedicated to the sport as he should have been. And I think that could play a part in the fight with Canelo. Like, right now, he's probably the best fighter to come out of the UK apart from Fury. But I think his dedication lets him down. And I don't feel like, I know we've been doing it his whole life, so I don't want to sound disrespectful or sound like he doesn't put in the work, because he is a great fighter. But I just don't think one great camp can get you to the level to beat the best fighter of our generation right now. The best fighter in the game right now. So it'll be a tough ask. If anyone is to do it, it probably will be him, but it will take a lot. And I hope he does do it. Like I said, it'll be great for British boxing and anyone else in his division that's from the UK. But it's a big ask. I've got Canelo winning that, but I think Billy Joe will do well.
Denzel, as always, it's been a pleasure to talk to you. I will leave you now to enjoy the rest of your evening, but I will leave
Yes.
a final word to yourself. For everyone who's going to tune in for the rest of this year for your fight with Felix, what would you like to say to them?
Tune in. I'm gonna keep entertaining. Keep beating all these guys. I'll beat them up. But yeah, no, just keep tuning in, man. I'll keep entertaining.
Denzel, it's a pleasure to catch up with you. Best of luck with the rest of camp, and I'll speak to you again soon. Thank you for
All right,
speaking to
nice one.
Boxing Social.
Nice one. Thank you.